It is me, Johnson Chan, and hopefully everyone's had a pretty good weekend. Yes, I did turn that on. Hopefully hopefully the fan's not interfering because it's really hot in here. It's actually blowing directly into it. So let me do that because yeah, it's really hot. So I have to have the fan on, and on top of that, I'm also wearing a t-shirt, which makes it even hotter. I did put the air conditioner back in, but I kind of just not turn that on so soon. So anyway, well, I definitely had a nice relaxing weekend, and hopefully you guys and gals did too. And it's going to be a quiet week so far. Now, I did say at the end of, I think, last week that crypto should hopefully do better this week because it hasn't gone down like crazy despite whatever stupid FUD comes out. And when it does come out, like, say, Elon FUD, right, because now he's pissing me off, it doesn't go down as much, but it definitely takes the wind out of the sails of the, crypto markets. So anyway, so it looks like the equity markets today will be a little down, not too much. Meme stocks like AMC and GameStop are going up. It's probably just BlackRock, manipulating prices for whatever reason. I think they're the ones that are pushing it up. I forget who it is, but it's basically BlackRock versus like Jared Kushner. So however the hell that works itself out. Crude oil's down a bit. Let's see, ExxonMobil doing shit. Riot. I mean, to be fair, Riot has been pretty good lately, so now it's basically at fair price. So we just have to wait for this stupid Bitcoin rally to finally start pumping, which could take forever. The dollar is down, so okay, so that's good. The dollar is down. I know bond yields are also pretty stable today too. Unchanged, unchanged. So medium to long-term debt is selling off barely anything. So very, very stable. Very stable. November 18th, 2020. Man, I can't believe it's been quite some months since I released the game. Because I didn't do any coding at all over the weekend. I needed a rest, and I think today will be the same thing too. I just need some time to recuperate. Hotbit's doing pretty well too. I mean, they don't seem to be having any more hacking problems, so you should be getting your interest because I have been. Now, I did buy some more sheep and put it in a Hotbit. Problem is, I'm supposed to get my interest by now, so I don't know why I haven't gotten my interest on sheep on one of my newer orders. But I mean, I don't know. I think between maybe in 36 minutes or so, I might get it, but we'll see. Let's see. I mean, I don't really have much to report. I mean, everything's just flat. Everyone's taking a nap. I mean, it looked like last night that things might have been moving, but then today it's like, oh, the Americans and the tribe just doesn't want to do anything. I mean, if you look, I keep forgetting to mention this on the Bitcoin Clown World, but this is real. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. This is really important. The 24-hour volume. This does not include stablecoin volume. Right? It's a very low 82.6 billion for all cryptos. So right now, money is just not doing anything. It's not going into the markets right now. It's not going into metals. It's not going to crypto. It's just being parked. Eventually, that money does have to move if the dollar keeps dropping. That's why I actually want the dollar to crash, so that things can start getting pumped already. Even Tether's 24-hour volume, which is usually very high, we're looking at like 150 to like 300 billion a day or whatever. It's 58.4 billion. It's very low. It's very low. Oh, by the way, this 24-hour volume does not include stablecoin volume because obviously it would just completely screw everything up. So yeah, Bitcoin 36K, Dogcoin 36 cents. Cardano's doing stable. I didn't even look at XRP. I know some people asking me about that. Yeah, I mean it's 95 cents. Everything looks pretty stable, right? Solana is stabilizing. VeChain's all right, 13.27 cents. Filecoin has gone back up a nice amount, so it's basically 90 bucks. I'm starting to get hungry. Pancake Swap. Yeah, the only reason why I bought some Pancake Swap was because the interest rate is still 100% on Pancake Swap. I believe that's the one that's 100%, right? Cake. Yeah, the DeFi farm rate is 101.37%. Basically, you're going to make a little more than double your money after 1 year. But obviously, we're going to sell a lot sooner than that. But still, getting that much interest is insane. Now my first, oh, because I hit the wrong one. Now my first DeFi thing that I did on Hotbit was actually ontology. At the time, the flexible plan was 30%, so I was like, why would I buy this? I mean, why would I buy DeFi farm? Now I know it actually fluctuates all over the place, whereas the DeFi farm tends to be stable. It's still 20.82%. So that was very aggravating. So I've redeemed it now. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll have my ontology back, and then I'm gonna just buy the DeFi farm because I want the stable 21%. Now pay attention to the minimum purchase amount. It is a little high. And right now Hotbit's still trying to recover money after their hack, so they set the withdrawal fees to like ridiculous amounts, like $30 to $100 in US dollar equivalents. So if you're gonna put any money in Hotbit, first of all, put a limited amount. Like if you're advanced and risk taking like me, you can add a lot more. But just know that you're not gonna be pulling out your money anytime soon, right? Well, I mean by soon, I mean like weeks and a couple months. Right? Because we're not selling till at least the end of the year, and even then, I don't know. Like this bull market really could start well in the next year, which would make it different from all the other bull runs. Because technically, there's nothing out there that says. Well, yeah, let me check. Yeah, he did the same thing here. So he did delete all his tweets for some reason. So there's nothing to say that a bull run must do this, Bitcoin must do that. That's just not how it works. Usually that's how it works. Oh yeah, I gotta work on the straddle sometime, but I mean the markets keep like Greg. I watched Greg Manarino's video from today, and he said that crypto is still consolidating, which is annoying because I want this thing to pop off. But again, if I recall back to 2017's bull run, I mean June was also a pretty crappy month too. Yeah, let's try to see if we can zoom in a little more. Okay, so all right, so we had a dip. That's where we're going. Now we're flatlining, and then June 10th. Today's June 7th. This is back in 2017. So it kept going up and up and up, and then went down a bit in the middle of July for some reason, and then it started spiking upwards. So basically, it didn't go up until. So we have another stupid correction, more FUD, probably China FUD or something, and then from the middle of July all the way to the end of August, crypto and Bitcoin went straight up until literally August 31st, the day before Labor Day. So we'll probably want to sell maybe a couple days before Labor Day, at least be ready to sell, go into cash, buy some puts possibly. But yeah, this sucks. I mean, you look at June, it doesn't really do anything going into July. Damn, that really sucks. Are you saying that we're gonna have to put up with this shitty movement until like the end of the middle of July, and we have to wait for another dip? I mean, because so far it is behaving like what it was before, but there's no guarantee it'll behave like that in the future. But it's still useful to look at this. Well, that really sucks because I kind of am just hoping that this shit keeps going out, especially now that more people are involved and there's more inflation involved, there's more hyper printing by the Federal Reserve. Like, there's just so much more crap going on. So, but aside from that, there's just going to be another quiet week, it looks like. And of course, people are still trying to push freaking Elon Musk, and I already unfollowed his dumbass, but he's starting to really piss me off. And he's like pushing a degenerate called I don't even want to say it because but he pushes like a degenerate new cryptocurrency called the blank rocket, right? Like this is just I'm really just starting to hate this a lot. Well, in the meantime, the markets will continue going up. When? Who knows? But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I guess this will be a short video because there's nothing to talk about. But yeah, just keep accumulating, keep holding because it's gonna suck because we gotta wait this. Like I've been waiting now 3-4 years. I don't even know how many years now. I've actually lost count. Right? So whatever the math is on that, and it looks like we're going to be waiting a lot longer. And it's just so annoying and frustrating because my options are expiring and losing value each day. So, But that's just how it goes. But let's see. I do want to look at. Problem is these numbers skew like crazy. Now remember, this was an all-time high, so 2958, and then the next leg up was 4900. So we're looking at what? 29. All right, I'm gonna need to use WebCalc for this one. How do I do the math on this? Let's see. Let's say 2958 versus 4900. How do I do the math on? Because I want to figure out what a percentage increase this was. So I do 4900 divided by 2958. See if this looks right. Okay, this does look right. So we're looking at a 65% increase from its all-time high. So, okay, so Bitcoin was at its peak around $64,000, right? Let's just do a little say, let's do 63,000. So 66%, yeah, this is actually almost like the golden ratio. Oops. A 66% increase in Bitcoin of 63,000. Come on, this fucking, you can't see it because my camera's blocking, but it's loading. Like this fucking, it's a simple calculator site. Why is it lagging? Oh, I screwed up. I meant 1.66. Just it's going up. Why is this thing being retarded? Alright. 1.66 times 63,000. That's it? All of this mayhem for 105 grand? Damn, I was hoping it would be 125k to 150k. I did say though, blast past 75k, 100k would be the right price, would be a safe price, and then I was really hoping for 120. Oh, that sucks. Well, I mean, I guess this would be a pretty decent number to still buy a straddle, right? You know, I'll buy like, you know, I'm definitely gonna dump all my riot calls at this price, and then when I have to rebuy, what I'll do is maybe like 2, maybe 3 calls at this price, whatever Bitcoin's at, and then 3 puts at the exact same strike price, so that when we do get the dip sometime afterwards, because remember, it goes up a lot, then it's got to come down a lot, right? That's what happened here. That's always been a rule with crypto, or especially with Bitcoin, right? It goes up a lot, then down a lot, right? That's the dip or correction, mini correction, whatever you want to use. Then it goes way up a lot, and look at this dip down here, like after Labor Day. It crashed a lot, and then it's the same thing here. Up a lot, nice dip, correction. Up way up, and then down a little bit, and then up again, and then down again. And this is basically what's gonna happen. And then of course, it's December, so crypto everything always sells off in December because people don't want to hold positions over the holidays. So all of that selling pressure will just crash the markets. At that point, we can also look at other factors, fundamentals, how many people are adopting crypto, does this valuation make sense, etc. I remember at 2017, I was like, these valuations don't make sense because there's not enough adoption. All right, so the high price of Bitcoin didn't justify, you know, it spiking out of control like this, right? And then you know, now that I'm older and wiser, many years later, after 2017, I can clearly see, you know, up a lot, down a lot, goes way up, and then it crashes a lot, right? You know, bubble up, hyper bubble up, hyper bubble crash downwards. But always a lot, and so always up a lot, down a lot. That's always the rule. And so, and that makes, oh, I can move this up and down. Oh, this is actually very useful. So that's going to be very useful for when Bitcoin goes up to, you know, around 100k. So that's when I'm going to sell off all my options and then actually buy some puts, because I need more cash, and quite frankly, I need a little more safety in my options trades, because options are different, because they lose value over time if the Bitcoin doesn't go in extreme movements, And that's clearly the case because it's been stuck at 36 to 37, 38K for like a million years. So, you know, you're losing that time premium. So, oh, hey, Sally Parker. Yeah, actually, yeah, I had a great weekend. I was very relaxed. I even had some burgers from Burger King. I was very happy about that. I might consider getting some again today. I have like a real huge craving for Burger King right now. But yeah, I'm actually coming to the end of because this is actually Bitcoin Clown World, but I find that it's actually more useful to also live stream this because then I don't have to upload to YouTube and it just automatically does it, so it's actually more convenient for me. But yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. So we just need, let me see. Now, if I'm looking at this correctly, we've had an all-time high before the dip in July. Right now, we have not seen that. Bitcoin is still like down here before going up. So yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. So we should be getting an all-time new high. Is that right? Because if Bitcoin does go back to 64K, it's going to rush to 100,000. And then it'll dip sometime around, let's say, the third week of July, because because Bitcoin's already behind by like a week or two. Oh, that's going to be nice. That means I'm going to be able to implement my straddle strategy a lot, well, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll be able to implement it and then make some cash because I really could use some spending money, all right? Because I could sell, because remember I bought my file coin long ago when it first came out on the major fiat to crypto exchanges for like 53 bucks, right? And then it shot up to like 150 to 250. I'm not gonna sell at 90 bucks for file coin. That's just, I sold 20 at 90 bucks. That's like $1,800. I can't. That covers my rent, and then it doesn't cover. And then like it covers my electricity bill, and like I'll have 50 bucks left over. Like that's like, you know, I would rather actually get a job if I could get one. All right, because the one I want to do is background acting, but they're so crazy with the scamdemic testing that it's just like forget it. It's very invasive. Plus, everyone's getting the vaccine, and I don't want to deal with the protein shedding crap, so I'm out. All right, so looking forward, we definitely got to look for the new all-time high for Bitcoin, which is still not happening, and then we'll have the dip. All right, the midsummer dip, quote unquote. All right, so this is looking good. So let's hope that Bitcoin does something truly remarkable this week, because yeah, markets are really quiet. All right, and then of course there's always this stupid inflation. Like everyone's already priced in inflation, so what the heck are they doing? What the hell are they doing? All right, and then they also had the G7 pass the 15% global minimum tax thing, which will obviously just be a tax on you and me. Because the corporations don't pay the tax, they just increase the price of everything. Right? And that's the point. They want to like just crush the poor and middle class. And notice who's not part of the G7, Russia and China. Interesting tidbit there. Anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna go. I got games to play. I want to relax more, and then of course keep your eye out on Hotbit. You want to take advantage of their crazy, ridiculous interest rates, or if you just got into this live stream, just watch the replay. But yeah, it's looking all right. And then make sure you buy the DeFi farm and not the flexible plan, unless you want to gamble that the APR will remain stable. But the DeFi farm always has a very stable interest rate, so that's why I'm just going to go with that. And of course, pay attention to the minimum purchase amounts as well. And don't put all of your money in Hotbit. I mean, I still feel it's a little sketchy, but on the other hand, they've been around for like forever, and they're actually like, they could have run at any time, and they're doing very well, right? Twitter, Hotbit News. All right, and this is their Twitter, and they're still listing new coins. They already finished the maintenance where their website and servers will be running a lot better. So, all right, I'll take advantage. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week or after the markets close later today. All right, if you want to come for the live stream, and then all right, so crypto's consolidating. Crypto prices are still flat. Now it's still a good time to keep buying. We still have spare cash. In my case, I want this thing to hit the all-time new high, cash on my options, and then I want to test out. I really am eager to test out my straddle strategy for the midsummer dip. So frustrating, but hey, the market moves when they want to, not when I want it to. I wish it was like that. All right, see y'all